All right, we're back up. We had a super long stream last night. Unfortunately, I did not know that we're limited to 11 hours and 55 minutes on the upload, and I didn't have a recording going on the back end. So sadly, we lost about 2.5 hours of progress on the Longsword Warrior. Just lost the time. Let me get things going here on the back end, and then we'll get started. We're going to dive back into good old Professor Snope. Let's get that open on the back end. Let's get this open on the front end. Let's go ahead and get our links out. Put this in here. And then we're going to get to it. Make sure we got everything right on this end too. Okay, looks good. All right. Kind of been putting off getting back into Professor Snope, but it's time to go ahead and just bite the bullet and get it done. Last time we left off, we farmed the remainder of the humanity needed for the fair lady off stream, but it wasn't a long, it was like 5 minutes off stream after everybody went to bed. I just didn't want to put that on film. So let's just go ahead and use it. We're going to get up to 30. Then we're going to go see the fair lady. If you recall, I was I was farming the rats down here in the depths for humanities, and it didn't take me too long. So we're going to warp to Daughter of Chaos. This character is in late game. We placed the Lord Vessel. We've got an Estus +4. Let's join her covenant if we're not already belong. Okay, so then let's offer humanity all 30. Alright. So as with most of our playthroughs, I think we have we've brought Anastasia back. I think we've kindled Firelink to 20. I think we've got power within, and we're not using Soul Spear or homing Soul Mass, but I feel like maybe we should in place of those. So let's do that. Let's put our 10 homing soul masses, our 4 soul spears, and our power within. Alright, because that's going to be a little faster than Great Heavy. But I feel like Great Soul Arrow is good, like Trash Mob Killer. It's good bread and butter. And the only other option... we don't really have any other options. I mean, less spells. Heavy Soul Arrow, Great Heavy. So let's just go with that. We'll maybe bump our attunement up a little bit later. We should be able to get another level. We've kept our endurance purposefully very low. Kept our strength low. Dex is a minimum. So I haven't wasted any levels really. We just pumped intelligence. So we really just need to pump hit points so that we can have some survivability in the late game. Let's take a look at this. It's enough to level. Plenty of throwing items. Let's just pump another one of those. Alright, and now we get to choose. We're no longer farming. We should go. That's right. We messed up with Dusk. We still might be able to save Dusk and get her armor if we can beat Manus. I still feel like the Wolf Ring is the best ring for almost any build. You know, if you're not going to use something that gives you more magic power, I mean, FAP would be good. Just a little bit of poise. I think we're in good shape. Go to Balder plus 15. Doesn't have a ton of damage, but it's good for trash mobs. We're going to use our magic to knock down bosses. That's kind of the requirements of the build. Trying to remember where we were. Key items. We've not placed the Lord Vessel. And we don't have any Lord Souls. Right, so these might add up to another level. And we can use Soul of Ornstein too. Yeah, that'll be another level. Pretty close to 2. Let's just pump HP. Now another 8k. Alright. We need the light. Oh, yeah, that's what we messed up. We didn't get to do cast light. I guess we could go to the Duke's Archives first and then go into the DLC to get cast light. Or we just paid for the shortcut. We might as well go get the Sunlight Maggot. Let's just do that. Let's go get the Sunlight Maggot. Do we have any Firekeeper souls? Okay. Alright, we're doing good. So it's Lord Souls, 4 Kings. Let's try Demon Fire Sage. Let's try Lost Izalith, bit of Chaos. We'll go get the Sunlight Maggot, and then we'll come back and we'll get Fire Sage, knock all that stuff out. Oh, let me open up the back end here, make sure that I can see if anybody joins. Let's see my chat. Chat. Okay, there we go. It's looking pretty good. We had a great stream yesterday. It was really fun going long like that. Oh wait, what am I doing? I don't know why. I was going to run through Blighttown. Not really any point to that. We didn't do Sigmire on this. We're going to have to start cleaning up some of these runs to include advancing all the NPC plots. Okay, what are we doing? I was going to run down through Blighttown to Daughter of Chaos. I don't need to do that. Just a little backtrack. Yeah, we had a great time. I beat Artorias with the longsword. Oh man, that was such a great stream. I really wish I knew that it cut off the live replay at 11:55. I would have started my own recording and posted the second half for you guys there, or even just break it up. I might have. In the future, what I'll probably do is if we're gonna go long, I'll probably break it up every 4 hours and just start another stream. And that, you know, that might be inconvenient. We'll see. We'll look into it and see what's the accepted practice. Maybe it's better to just record after about 11 hours and 40 minutes. But I think Well, we'll just see. Let's warp to the Daughter of Chaos. We're going to finish everything down here, and then we're going to kill the Daughter of Chaos and take her soul back to Anastasia. Just heads up. But first, we want the shortcut on the other side of the fire stage if we don't already have it. This looks like we might already have it. No, we don't have it. Okay. No problem. So what we got to do is we got to kill some Cabra demons. I think we're going to end up using spells because they're kind of beefy. But we're just going to use regular Great Soul Arrows. About 40 of them, that'll be enough. It'll probably 2-shot them, maybe 3-shot. We use that for trash. The Baldur's Side Sword, we don't really have the dex behind it yet. Maybe as we go into New Game Plus on a Sorcerer build, we'll have enough dex to make this or a Dagger plus 15 really shine. But for right now, we're going to have to probably do most of our damage with magic, which makes the most sense, I think. Confess roll. Yeah, 3 shots. That's about right. Man, I love that longsword run. I can't get enough of it. I'm going to have to do another longsword run, I think. We're going to save the one. We're going to save Jenny's souls for when Lag gets back so he can see the end of it. I know he's going to be heartbroken that the last... Like, there's so much happened in that last 2.5 hours. We beat Artorias. Let's talk about it. We beat Artorias. We beat Manus handily, like in 4 or 5 tries maybe. All with the longsword plus 15 and power within. I mean, you saw, if you've watched the whole long stream, you saw how strong it was. I just pieced down Ornstein and Smough like they weren't even there. The whole second half of the game just went exactly the same. Fire Sage, the Centipede Demon just dropped. The longsword plus 15 is, I think it's a slept-on weapon, to be honest. I think it's at least A tier, and I don't think there's a lot holding it back from being S tier. It doesn't have the big bonk damage, but as long as you can close the gap and can roll attacks, it uses so little endurance. It just depends on how you build it, I guess. But I built it as an ultra quality where I was leveling only vitality and endurance and strength and dex kind of equally. And I pushed all 4 of those stats at the same time to the point where, well, I pushed endurance ahead of everything else. I pushed endurance to 50 so I could have a good equip load. And then I pushed everything else was in the 20s headed toward 30 by the time I hit the end of the game. And that character has killed all bosses, never lost souls. We've died, I don't know how many times we've died. We'll have to set up a death counter for these, I think. I'm going to have to set up a bunch of stuff on the back end of this stream pretty soon. And one of those is going to have to be a death counter so we can track it. Ooh, he stomped me. Drink one. I mean, that's how you do that. Too easy, man. Oh, stomp me. Oh, it got me. I didn't think he was gonna get me. Alright, so I'm just gonna streak again, it's fine. It's not gonna matter. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. So that's kind of what it's for. Not having to waste spells on every creature. Yeah, that ain't bad. Okay. Although we've got 40 of these big spells, so just gonna smoke this guy real quick. Same kind of deal. That's actually pretty easy. Oh, I left that soul over there. Yeah, we could probably level up again after all that. Just keep pumping HP. But I know it's billed as a glass cannon. But we're gonna have to pump those numbers up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You pump them numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. HP's been real low this whole time, and things are gonna start to hit real hard. So we're gonna have to. Let's see. One shot? Yeah, that's okay then. There's no reason not to do it. Alright, now we gotta do this guy. Now, I've had bad luck with this guy for a while now trying to do him on the stairs, so we're gonna do him right here. Oof. No, I asked for that. Well, I asked for it. I rolled right into those fire pots. That is what you get. That's what you get not paying attention. Maybe we should just whack him with a big spell. So we do like a homing soul mass. That wasn't too bad. The homing soul mass did 555. So that took him out pretty good. Oh, there's still a gold. Oh, we gotta go place the Lord Vessel. Oh man, I forgot. I said that right at the beginning. I said we hadn't placed it yet. Alright, well, it's fine. Not really a big deal. No big deal. I should have seen that from across the... It's fine. It's not the worst thing that can happen. I really love that longsword. I think it's like my new favorite weapon. It was so good. It was so fun to play through and refreshing. It makes me want to play Claymore again too, because Claymore is just like a really big longsword. know that sounds dumb. But I mean, when you rely less on the reach of the R2 and do just more of like dodge roll and R1. Oh man, two-handed R1 spam. It's really good. All right, so let's go to the bonfire. Let's go talk to Framps. Let's go place the Lord Vessel, and then we'll come back down and we'll just run the same thing again. We'll go to. Hey. Indeed. It was I that rang the bell of awakening. I am indeed the chosen undead. Okay, so now we're back to Firelink. We already did the painted world on this character. Kind of cool. We've done a lot on here. This is always my problem. I change characters a lot, and then I forget what I've done and what I haven't done. So a lot of the times I'll play a character up through... That's why, historically, I will have played a character up through mid-game, played some other game for a month, and then come back to Dark Souls, forget completely what anything was happening, and then just delete all my saves and start over. So that's why I've only recently started beating the game. I've only done it once. But I've gotten real close on several characters now. I've got 2 characters that have nothing left to do but Gwen. Well, Large Club 15 has Gwendolyn left. And maybe Priscilla. I think he did Priscilla and failed. I think he killed her. Did I do this right? Yeah, okay. I got hit. Dang it. I'm trying to get better at rolling. Seems like the poise from the wolf ring is really enough. I might start doing more light armor runs. So it makes it really nice. But I love high endurance though, so either way. It's such a good flow going on last night. After I beat Artorias, I was just really on top of my game for a while. We did Manus and Calamite, and like a few tries each. Just bang, 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 knocked him down. Gwendolyn was not even a boss. Priscilla was not even a boss, although we didn't get the tail. I tried to get the tail and couldn't get it. Alright, we're gonna go through here again real quick. I do want to pump dex on this character for the casting speed, and I think that'll help in New Game Plus because I'll be able to kill a lot of trash mobs with a strong dex weapon. Probably go back to that dagger. Like the Balder side sword's okay, but I think once I get another slab, if I don't have another slab, We'll just get another slab. And go to dagger plus 15 with a bunch of decks. Kind of want to do that with that Harry Potter character. I don't know how much I've invested in the Balder side sword. I think maybe just plus 5. And if that's the case, then I'll just turn her around from that plus 5. And we'll just slam that dagger plus 15. That'd be so good. I think that little dagger, because it's basically a tiny short straight sword. So it's gonna be as good or better on an endurance build. That's what I want to do next. I was about to do tonight a bandit knife build. I transition it into just did like basically say it was daggers. Start with bandit knife. Maybe. Uh-oh, shit. Oh yeah, that wasted him. Let's go get this. Let's go get the sunlight maggot so we'll be able to go into Tomb of Giants. This is good for this too. Go down here and wipe these guys out. You can get sunlight medals from these we found out last night. See, that's the only thing is like trying to make a dex build out of a sorcerer, your endurance is so bad. But I can see pumping endurance in new game. You're gonna get so many souls. Alright, we're good. I could see doing something cool like Life Hunt Scythe too. Pump endurance. But that would actually be dope build to run a hardcore bleed build like that. Although it just most stuff doesn't bleed. Most of your big bosses don't bleed. This guy's a joke. Now, once you get him, kind of like, get your stuff together. Oh, not of those? Oh. Ooh, that was close. Ooh, that was real close with Power Within still burning. Alright, and his cattle was just crap. Okay, so no, we just go open up our shortcut elevator, and then we'll rest back at Firelink and level up. And then we'll come back down and we'll do Centipede Demon. And then we'll run through Lost Izalith real quick. And then we'll do Beta Chaos for what that's worth. That might be the hardest just because it knocks you around, but it shouldn't be that bad. Alright, looking good. I think we'll kill the daughter too. Right? So at this point it doesn't matter. Be mad, fool. Be mad. See, the Baldur's Side Sword's not bad even just with the minimum stats. It's not the greatest, but like the two-handed thrust has good reach. It deals decent damage. It's not the greatest thing in the world. It will scale up pretty okay. Let's just get more HP. Let's warp back to Firelink. Warp back to Dark Chaos, and then we'll take the elevator down and we'll go to the Centipede. The hardest thing, yeah, is going to be, with this low HP, is going to be jumping over to the area where we fight the Centipede Demon. But given that we fight him at range, we'll see. Wanted to look at something in our stats too. 50. Yeah, so we did put in 2 levels of endurance, and I don't remember why. Oh, it was it to use these shields? No. Why did we put in 2 endurance? It was to get this build, right? It was to we'd be able to fast roll with a 3 kilogram shield and the sword, because we got 6 kilograms and then we got the lighter armor. I guess that's all it was. Oh no, we're not going that way yet. That's Beta Chaos. Gonna go this way and then downstairs. And we gotta do. We just gotta roast that Centipede Demon. I think it's gonna be. Well, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy before we do it, but I mean, it's gonna be pretty easy before we do it. And you should have seen. Well, you might have seen. I had a perfect archer's run yesterday. Straight up the ramp. Rolled the arrow right up in his face. Parried him. It's so good. Okay, drink. We'll probably survive this. We'll see. I might burn myself to death right over here. Oof, tough. Alright, let's go get this green titanite. Put on power with them. Fire rates of flame. Wait for them to get over here. Let's go and use power with them. Holy soul mass. Oof, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I died because I didn't drink. I got low HP, I gotta drink every time. Maybe he's easier to fight. I've never fought him the other way. Let's try it. We gotta go over there to get our souls though, so it's gonna stink. Maybe we won't do the power with him. I don't know. It's gonna be tough. Probably just chug through it though. He doesn't kill us with one hit. So we probably just gotta drink every stomp. This isn't where I wanted to go. Dang it! I did it again. I'm so used to doing the Bed of Chaos run. Double back. I've been thinking about playing some Enshrouded on the stream. I've been thinking about moving on to Dark Souls 3, too. Or Elden Ring. Or just more Crimson Desert. I just love Dark Souls 1. Might just be one of these guys who just plays Dark Souls 1. So we just get absolutely sick of it. I don't get sick of it. I feel like there's a lot more that I can do in ways that I can improve at Dark Souls 1. And then I'll start doing the other ones. I'm gonna buy Dark Souls 2 pretty soon. I think I'm gonna buy a game called Voidbreaker this week. I'll probably play that on the stream. Oh, you didn't like that. Maybe not power within this time, right? Okay, not good. Not good. Not brilliant. Did I? Oh, I blew his arm off. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. I've never seen that. So you could blow his arm off and take his orange charred ring. And I got something else. I didn't see what it was. I'll have to check the stream. Nuts. Are you supposed to fight him out here? Yes, you could do that. That was very surprising. Full Solaire. Oh, that's right. I didn't increase my distance. Homing Soul Mess is kind of cool, but I think we're gonna get the Crystal Soul Spear and switch to that. Let's level up again. Let's just keep dumping HP. Like that's gonna be the best thing you can do. Really. I mean, I kind of don't really want to go this way or even deal with any of this stuff. There's nothing over there that I really care about. Maybe a few souls. I've already lost souls on this character, so it's not like I've really got a, no loss run going. So why don't we just go back to Firelink and then go to Daughter Chaos again. Get our 20. You do bring a sacrifice. There's one more over there too, so we'll come back and get it if we die. Now we're gonna do the run. We're gonna have to start playing New Game Plus. Have to hit New Game Plus 7 or whatever. 3. I think plus 3 I think is where it's supposed to really start to change. Get hardcore. Now we're gonna do this run. I'm kind of, now that I played that longsword that way, I'm kind of interested to play Claymore again. Restart Bay Claymore, Clay Baymore, and then I'm also interested to do hey, there's Solaire right here. Yeah, poor guy. That's the end of his story. We don't really need your armor or I'd kill you. It keeps. I would have got that crystal lizard maybe. Kept auto targeting. All right, good luck. That is what I was afraid of. What? That's tough. He can one-shot me. Do I have to kill him every time then? Oh, wrong way. If I have to kill that guy every time, I'll do it. It's not really a big deal. This would be the character to do it. Because we don't really need the spells for Beta Chaos. So we can just Soul Spear him 4 times. Power Within. This would be the guy to kill him, for sure. We'll see. We'll try it. That might be the most effective way, because if he can one-shot us, then the run back is going to be really painful. Just 2 twinkles. Okay. Okay, so my souls are available. That's good to know. Maybe that ain't too bad. 2 Demon Titanites. Wow. With no item find whatsoever. That's nuts. That's for sure a good way to kill him. So we're not really interested in anything except Beta Chaos. Oh, I do need spells to kill this Pyromancer right up here. Dead meat. I don't think that's better. Actually, 226 is the same. We're not going to get a better one until, what's his name? Logan. Okay, that finished. Drink that. There we go. Good luck. Right in the hole. Right in the hole. nice one, dude. Not super excited about this build. But I'm probably also just not super excited about Better Chaos. Maybe once I get done with that, I'll be happier. Ooh, he almost got me. It's a little worm. Might do a short stream tonight. This has been about an hour. We'll see. I want to get through Better Chaos. Maybe I'll get more excited after this. Kind of feeling like working on some stuff in the background. Some back end channel stuff and some stuff around the house. Ooh, you know, I really want to make a stew. That's what I want to do. I ate, but I'm still hungry. I would really love to make a big pot of chicken stew. Doesn't take that long, and it's so good. Eat it, dude. Man, I tell you, lag's right. That drop rate. Dark Souls repampered. Dark Souls repurchased. Scholar's probably like that too, compared to the one he's playing. I'm kind of excited for Dark Souls 2. Looks a really good game. Really slept on game. It's been looking super fun. Okay, let's see. We'll do our Ring of Sacrifice again. Oh, I gotta get my Estus upgraded too. So let's do Wolf Ring, right? And if we lose the souls, I mean, who cares? It is what it is. We could go with the heavier armor, but I don't think it's gonna matter. I think we need the poise. The poise to block the sweep. If we lose the souls, who cares? Oh, I walked into it. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I was doing so good. And yet I'm so bad. That whole run. Killing that guy. So many Demon Titanites. You know, who knew it was so easy to get Demon Titanite? All you gotta do is pump your intelligence to 50 and buy all the big hats best spells. Went wrong way, dang it. So don't turn around, just go the way that you're facing. If I do go longer on this tonight, I'll probably close the stream and then reopen a new one and start a new Clay Baymore. Or I'll take a look at the old one and see where he's at. But I think I want to restart him because I think I started Bandit. And I think I would want to start maybe Warrior. I had a really good time with Jenny Souls. Oh, I hit that thing. Wasted. He drops 2 every time. That's nuts. So if you need Demon Titanite, I mean, why kill any others? Just farm that guy. He's dropping 2 guaranteed. Got all your boss soul weapons upgraded right there. Excuse me. We're waiting for power. There we go. Waiting for power within the well. Okay. So now we gotta try to get these souls. But we're gonna have 5k every time we come down, so that's not really that big of a deal. Like I remember we started with 6. So this is not a big deal. Right in the hole. How dumb. A long run back just for that. Yeah, there's some Jenny Souls right there. Warrior start, longsword, 2-handed. Just do it the whole game. That's what I feel like. I might just close this off like as soon as I beat Beta Chaos, just to put a little, no, not the way you're facing, the opposite way you're facing. Just to put a little progress on this character. But I feel like once we get through Beta Chaos, because it doesn't have anything to do with magic, we're just gonna cruise through Tomb of Giants and the Duke's Archives. Although crystal creatures might resist magic, I'm not sure. So it might be harder. I don't know if see-through resists magic. I don't think he's gonna go down like a sack of bricks. I think we just have to beat the RNG. I'm gonna try it without. Well, no, let's do power. This is better. Done for. There's so many Demon Titanites. Crazy. And he's 5k. Crazy. Alright, so we're gonna hopefully get this done, not just get knocked in the hole. I mean, at least that's one thing to get my souls right there. Lost my 21k, but does it really matter? Need hope. Alright, boys, let's get them. Ah, fuck, man. It's the worst fight. Makes you want to cheese it with fire bombs or whatever. Get your little proboscis back in your mouth. You nasty. Yeah, you spend 2 or 3 minutes run into this and then 10 seconds knocked in a hole. You spend an hour doing Bed of Chaos. I'm gonna learn how to cheese them. Instead of letting him cheese me. Staggering. Get out of here. Kind of tired tonight too. Uh-oh. 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 Oh no. Okay. Well, it's okay. Just drink. It's not a big deal. Just get up here. Can't take this. Yeah. It's not a big deal. It's just a crummy fight. He knocks you in a hole. Right, let's try again. Hope Flag Master's doing alright. I'm still here. I'm just salty. We're gonna get a run here in a minute where it doesn't screw us, and then it'll be fine. Okay. Kind of want to start over. I mean, I want to keep going on this one It's fine, but I hate the HP and endurance. I kind of hate the mage build. Just doing it for the challenge. But when it comes to this boss, it's like kind of fake challenge. It's just so boring. So I'm gonna try to bait it this time. Bait the swing and dodge. When I went through it yesterday, I just blocked right through it. And I had enough endurance to block the hit and just keep running. I had a lot of poise, so I didn't get knocked down. Yeah, I could do that on this guy, I guess. Just run real slow. Kind of trying to do it in the one set of gear though. Like that's the whole challenge. Like 4 Kings is gonna be hard. I need to drink some coffee. We're gonna give this about another 15 minutes. I'm gonna try to beat Beta Chaos at the very least. And once we're past that, you know, we'll be in a better position. Alright. This Soul Spirit really just cleans their clock down. Oh, that's a rare drop. That's for lag. Look at that rare drop. I can never delete this character now. It actually scales off of intelligence. D scale on all 3. 16 strength to wield. Kind of neat. Very rare weapon. And no item 100 item discovery. Nuts. It's wild. It'd be kind of fun to talk. There's this kid I used to work with when I first got up to where I live now. I took a job delivering pizzas because it's fast cash. You know, you can get $300-400 on the weekend cash if you're lucky. And I worked there with this 19-year-old kid, and we used to talk about Dark Souls sometimes. But I wasn't as into it as I am now. I was kind of getting back into it. And we used to talk about it, and he said he could only beat the game with Black Knight's sword, which is a great weapon. I would love to be able to talk to him now and tell him how I beat it with longsword plus 15. How pair the archers. Cool. Can you go the back way at all? I don't think you can. don't know what to tell you about this. This is dumb. Gross. It's so gross. It's the only thing that makes me not want to play. Well, that and I'm hungry. I want to. Hungry and tired. I want to go make like chicken stew. I'll tell you my recipe. I use an Instant Pot. Okay. I'll buy like a 4-pound package of chicken with the bone and skin because it's cheaper and because it makes a broth. So I'll cook it plain in the Instant Pot with about 1,500 milliliters of water, or a liter and a half of water. Pressure cook high for like 35 minutes. And then I'll come back to that and pull the chicken out and let it cool, like in a bag, like in a Ziploc bag. And then put the lid back on and let the soup stay warm. And then after about 30-40 minutes of the meat resting, I'll come back and I'll take the bone and skin off and I'll throw that away. And then I'll have the meat separated into like a container. And it's been cooked and it's delicious. But we'll wait on that. And we'll use that during the week because sometimes I make a chicken salad, sometimes I put it in with some noodles, sometimes, well, I feed it to the dog every day. Bella gets to eat chicken, fresh chicken every day. But then when I make my stew, that I go back and I put half of the chicken stock that's in there in a container and set that aside. And then I add 2 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce, no salt added tomato sauce, a can of no salt added Rotel tomatoes with chilies, oregano and thyme, not too much. You can spoon of brown sugar if you want to, and a spoon of chicken bouillon. That's the only sodium in the whole thing. And then I'll add a can of lima beans drained, and I'll add half a bag of frozen mixed vegetables, the kind that's like corn, peas, and carrots, and green beans. And then I'll add like maybe 20 baby carrots and like 3 spears of celery chopped. And then a medium onion diced, and whatever kind of potatoes you like, chopped into chunks or slices, like coins or half coins. And then I add about 1.5 pounds of that cooked chicken back in, chopped fine. And I can't think if there's anything else. I think that's it. Black pepper. It's the only thing I can think of that I missed. Maybe a little paprika if you want for color. I think that's it. And then if there's any space left up to the fill line of the pressure cooker max fill line, you can add water back in, and then give that a stir in the pot, and then pressure cook that for like 40 minutes. And then usually rather than go straight to it and pop the valve to let the steam out, I'll just let it cool for like another 45 minutes on its own after it's done cooking. And then that way it kind of retains a lot of that flavor. And then it's good to go. I mean, when it's immediately done, it's boiling hot anyway. You can't even eat it. It's too hot, so you gotta let it cool. It's such a good hearty stew. Delicious. Great way to get your vegetables. Okay. I think my voice is kind of getting sore too. After talking for 14 hours yesterday. I'm really sad that we lost that footage, man, because I finally beat Artorias, and it went so smooth because I just learned his moves, and I didn't attack when I should have been drinking. I drank when I needed to drink, attacked when I needed to attack, and I beat him. I think I really made a skill, like a personal skill increase doing that fight. And then I fought Manus the same way, and I beat him in like 4 tries. He was so easy after Artorias. And then Calamite, I beat Calamite in like the third try maybe. Just hit power within, got my souls off the ground, and went right underneath him and just kept like swinging at his butt. And then rolling out when he tried to set me on fire. It's so easy. It would be hard to get his tail. I kind of want to try to get the Sanctuary tail and Calamite tail, but I'd probably do better with the Claymore. I'm kind of looking forward to that Claymore run. And I'm thinking warrior start, and then just run up the back way and get the Claymore +5. Can you go this way? I hate this game. Alright, Alien Prometheus. So tired. We're gonna beat this. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. This is so dumb. I've done worse. I remember one time. I remember more than one time camping notorious monsters in Final Fantasy XI. in order to get the multivite earring, I camped this goblin. I only had a red mage sub thief with like treasure hunter one, and it wasn't 100% drop at that time. They didn't change that until later. Mystic Maker Proflix, I believe was his name, and I had to. It was like a 90-minute spawn, and I had competition, and I just like woke up every 90 minutes for like 22 hours until I finally got it. And another time, I camped this monster named Nue, who's a lottery spawn off of a placeholder that popped every 10 minutes, and I camped it like 90 times. It was 900 minutes. It's like 10 hours or something, just to get the Nue thing. It was bad. The game was bad. I mean, I love that game. I love Final Fantasy XI. I'd play it again. Okay. Oh, man. It's fine. Just tired of it. I love this game, but I do not particularly like this particular fight. I think I just figured out the better way to do it though. If that's repeatable, to kind of bait the swipe, dodge the fire spike, bait the sweep, and then run high up and face kind of downhill, so to speak, when the sweep comes, so you can drink. You sort of just have to let it wash over you. You know, it's not like it's not like I don't feel the rage. And I don't bottle it up inside. You know, like it's not gonna erupt. You know, I'm not gonna kick the cat, you know, because I died like that just then. It made me mad. But my anger was just expressed as silence and a sour look on my face. And then I just let it pass. You know, I thought to myself, am I going to quit? Am I going to be a baby and slam the game shut? You know, nah, just keep doing it. You know, oh, well, that thing got wasted. You know, it was like losing that footage today. I didn't realize. It's my own fault. I didn't realize that you could only rely on YouTube for 11 hours and 55 minutes. I mean, that makes perfect sense that they would have a cutoff. I should have researched that. I should have known it ahead of time when I was going to stream that long, but I didn't think about it. I was just like, well, we'll just keep streaming. Why not? I didn't think like, oh, I'd really like to have a record of that. I didn't think, oh, I should I don't know how I would set it up in OBS even to record. You probably can record while you're streaming. It's just convenient to let YouTube record it for me. Okay. Well, if we could get this to then it will have all been worthwhile. Getting knocked down the hole 20 times just to learn how to do it. Let's do it. Right, that wasn't too bad, right? You can get over here behind this and drink. And he misses. Get to swing there. And run for it. And get in tight against this. And I think that's it. I think he just, all of that. So all of that was really for nothing. Because I could have done that the whole time. Close. All of it worthwhile. All of it worthwhile. My mood's improved tremendously. Yeah, let's just crank HP. Alright, why not? Oh, yeah, let's whip out of here. Alright, back to Firelink Shrine. And we did it within an hour and 36. Brutal hour of figuring out how to run Beta Chaos consistently. That was terrible. Let's get our Estus plus 5. Excuse me. Let's drink some coffee, hot coffee. That'll make me feel better. All right. I think that's good for the Sorcerer. Well, do we have the Catacombs bonfire yet? We don't. Let's go ahead and grab the Catacombs bonfire. The Necromancers ought to be dead. At least 2 of them. 3 of them. Pretty sure I killed him with poison arrows. The 3rd one's probably not dead. But we can waste him with the spell. I think the homing soul mass is maybe not as good. Oops. Alright, I got it. I get it, dude. I think that maybe the homing soul mass is not as good as it could be. Alright, let's just kill all of these. Two thrusts, 2 R2s. Okay. Oh, 1 shot with the spell. God, it's just the endurance is so bad. So the backstab is decent. So I don't mind it that much. It's just I don't mind. There's a lot about it that I don't mind. It's just low endurance, man. I would rather... a dex build. I'd rather a full dex build through new game. Oh, this guy's not dead yet. Okay, hang on. Okay, it's fine. It's not really a big deal. You know, magic's crazy OP, but the sorcerer start method to using magic is just needlessly painful. Because everything that you need to get through a new game is basically just hit points and endurance. Hit points and stamina. You know. So all of this magic damage, this glass cannon magic build is like, it's like, yeah, you know, whatever. It's cool, but it ends up being not as fun because, to me at least, because it's not reliable. It's the same as big heavy weapon. The big heavy weapon build, it's kind of the same thing. Like you put this challenge on yourself to get these crazy stats, 32 strength, 18 dex, as soon as you can, before fighting Taurus Demon if you can. And it's like, man, you know, you're just hurting yourself because you're gonna have 8 vitality. You know, why do that? Build your survivability stats early. So that's why I feel like when I play Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring, and I've even heard it about Elden Ring, level vigor, right? That's what they say. If you've got the minimum stats for your weapon, level your HP and stamina, and upgrade your weapon. That's the primary focus. Where's this stupid Necro supposed to be here? Did he fall off? Did he chase me off and die? And they're dying. He must have chased me off when I jumped. Where's my souls? Oh, they must be way up there. Dang it. Gotta come back. I'm not going out there. I'm gonna run it again. This stinks. I'd have way more fun building into a claymore, I think. Going backwards into a claymore, and then coming down from underneath the Hellkite. We're doing a pure dex run. I think we're gonna do Clay Bay more next. I might even do it right now. Like, just finish this up. Get this posted. Did you not die? There's some souls. Okay, I don't need Darkmoon Seance Ring. I just want to get to the bottom to Tomb of the Giants. We're at hour 51. I don't know if we'll get through Tomb of the Giants. So if you don't want the cleric set, this is the way to come off of here. She definitely won't aggro the rest of these bone wheels. Are you done? There we go, that'll do it. Who dat? Who dat? Oh, it's probably a weather alert. Thunderstorms tonight. Alright, let's see if we can just do 12.5. This is the only thing is the sunlight maggot's gonna be heavier. I'm not gonna be able to fast roll. But I could probably downgrade my shield. Yeah, that'll work. Oof. Okay, here we go, boys. Two shots. Could be worse. Okay, well it ain't that bad. The bone dogs, I might have to use the big spells on. Might have to attune a little differently. Put more big boys. But this isn't that bad. Let's reattune, right? Homie's soul nest might do it. We're not gonna need power within until Nito, so we can reattune before we get down there. Let's go ahead and pull these out. And let's just redo like a great heavy, right? Got 2 uses of great heavy. 16 of those. And then we'll do Homing Soul Mass, Soul Spear, and Power with them. Alright, we'll just see how that works. I'm not going to worry about too much. We're just going to see patches. I'm not way the white. Yeah, I'm chaos. Am I chaos? Am I not? I left that. No, I'm not a cleric.
I found it first.
Let's grab this. We don't really need to slow lantern. Too easy, man. Thanks, lady. Not really hard. Oh, that's... So you can just kind of like... Alright, so... I mean, that works pretty good. I really like Great Soul Arrow, it's fast. We'll try it. We'll try it. We'll just keep going how it is. Forgive patches real quick.
Oh, well, are these, you know, you and... Oh, that...
Okay. Whoa. Ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Okay, so here's the test. Is a great heavy soul arrow going to kill it? Probably not. It does. Wow, that's big damage. Oh, got BKH. That's funny. That's wild. wild. I mean, it does work. Once my dex hits 45, that's gonna be a really good spell. Alright, so... that's not where I wanted to get up there. I don't really care about those things. Who cares? Not me. Second bonfire is this way. Keep pumping HP. Gonna need it. Don't really need to kill Paladin Leroy, but we do need blue and purple on the hotbar. Don't really need those. We can just go blue and purple. And we don't really need to kill any more bone dogs. So let's just reattune. Let's go with our great soul arrows. Let's go with our soul mass, soul spear, power within, right? 'Cause I think that's what we want to do. Because I think Great Soul Arrow is going to take out those little skeletons. And then we'll power within. And zap, and hopefully we won't die. It's not really where I wanted to go. Do that every time and I don't want to. Get into the light, and then we'll change to our Black Sorcerer hat. Don't really do Grass Christian. Endurance is so bad. Alright, here we go. Oh. Endurance is so bad. here we go. Alright, hope for the best. Oh, so close. It wasn't too bad. And we're about 2 hours and 10 minutes. So that's probably a good place to call it. And then we've got 4 kings and Seath left. Duke's Archives. No. 30's probably pretty good. And then what, do we start pumping decks? Or do we start pumping attunement? Try and get more spell slots? Because, you know, the endurance is so bad that it's really just not worth. Like, having the decks is just sort of like an afterthought for, like, trash mobs. As a backup. You know, and it's good enough. If we're going to pump decks for casting speed, that's going to be like 20 more levels. And we're level 70. So by level 90, we'd start to see 91, we'd start to see a slight casting speed increase. I think you start pumping attunement. Try to get extra spellcasting slots. But these bosses are dropping just with the homing soul mass and soul spear, so you don't really need it. So what do you need? Decks, I guess. Just get started. Get started pumping decks. You know, or endurance, right? Could have been doing endurance to try and make something out of it. 20 levels of endurance would go a long way. That's for sure. Round the character out. But the point is sort of just to show that the magic works. The dex is for spellcasting. It's not for melee. And that's why you don't do endurance. You just do just enough HP to stay alive in late game. And then you start pumping dex. And then the side effect of the dex is that this weapon will deal significant damage. And it'll be good for trash mobs. But the main effect is that your spellcasting will increase and you'll be able to do those great heavy soul arrows at like, I don't know how much, 50% casting speed or something. Alright, so I think we're done for the night. If I stream again later, it'll be a Claymore run. But I think I'm going to work on other stuff tonight. And rest my voice. So I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm sorry that I lost the awesome end of last night's marathon. In the future, I will stop marathons at like 10 hours and start a new one. Start a second stream. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you had a good time. I had a great time, despite it being mostly just Bed of Chaos. I had a good time. And I hope you have a good evening. And I'll see you tomorrow.